This is the camera we use, the Panasonic HX DC1. It's a handheld HD camera with 14 megapixels and 12 times zoom, 8 times optical zoom, with an additional 4 times digital zoom. It gives very high quality videos, which we use for everything we videoed. And the only downside I can see of this is sometimes it would focus itself and do the wrong brightness, so we'd have to configure it manually sometimes, but most of the time it's rather reliable.
This is the stills picture camera we used, the Nikon D90, my personal camera. Found it very effective with using rule of thirds and distances, so it didn't have to, we didn't need the zoom, but it was helpful getting different focus points and etc. Didn't actually have any downfalls with it. It was completely reliable whenever we needed it. Worked perfectly, got all of the background shots and got a little video on it as well. It's perfect. This is the editing software that we use to edit our video. It's called Sony Vegas, and it is, I think it's the best Windows editing software. Literally the interface is quite easy. You've got text. This is where it all goes, and it's quite set up here. And then you've got the preview button up here. You can edit a clip by clip there. You can import it there. It's quite easy. There was Adobe Premiere, but I didn't really like that, so I thought we'd stick with Sony Vegas. Transitions were good. The video effects were good, and it all seemed to... After Effects is the program we use to polish our video towards the end of the editing. So I exported it in Sony Vegas, so an MPEG file, and then moved it into After Effects, which I could edit the text and make it exactly how we wanted it, when we wanted it, because the keyframes that you use is very compact, and it is so much easier to edit text in After Effects than it is Vegas. So that is why I used After Effects instead of any other text editing software. Makka After Effects is a plugin that you use for After Effects, and what it does, it keeps the text in a slot, so if there's a moving video, the text will just be there. So if the camera's moving, the text will be there the whole time. So that's the plugin I use, because there was loads of other plugins you can edit yourself, but that was a preset that a guy off the Adobe forums made himself. And it was quite easy to get grips with. It took quite a long time to get it done, but other than that, it's quite straightforward. Adobe Audition 1.5 is the software we use to create our music. Not to create the music, but to take music from other files and blend them together. I took music from 2 different songs, was able to crossfade them. We made it so that it chimed in to get in together, so it came out not like tacky stop-start, it was fade out, fade in. We could have used Audacity, which is a program I'm more comfortable with, but I thought that Adobe Audition was a step up and it was more what professionals use, and it had a lot more settings that I could change and edit and manipulate the way I wanted to. The only downside was that I'd never used it before, so it was all looking at YouTube tutorials, like playing around with the file settings and the edit. The effects was quite good, but I still think Adobe Audition was much better than Audacity. We used Photoshop for most of the still images that we used, posters, marketing ideas, etc. Most of the effects we used were very simple to use, like gradient overlays for text to make it look more thriller-esque. So it was very easy to use. Very nice interface, very simple, so we got everything done very quickly. All of the lessons that we used it in, we got it done and finished, over and done with very quickly. We used the stamp tool for the marketing strategies because with the sky it was a clear day, so we needed to make it look more thriller, more scary, so we put a nice cloudy background in, made it look thriller-esque. Downsides to it was that sometimes something, if you couldn't get it in the right place, you'd have to start again. So it could have been time consuming with that, but other than that, it was very simple to use.
This is Adobe Illustrator. We used it mainly for our company logo design, just done a tiny bit on that, but not much. What it's good for, better than other text editing software, is that you can take the letters and it splices it into dots around each corner of the text, and then what it does, you can splice straight across the middle, and it separates it separates it into half, and then you can drag each little section down
to make it look like it's crumbling, or you can make it going up, sideways, whatever, floats your boat. The good thing about this is that it's all there and done.
I personally prefer to GIMP to Photoshop. It's very similar to Photoshop. It's just the tools are laid out a lot more for digital creation of images for me, and I prefer the layout. So it's just pretty much the same as Photoshop, except for I find a lot of the tools easier. Some of the downsides to it is, obviously, if you're Photoshop literate, you'll go on there and just think, hey, this is completely different to me, and you won't be able to figure it. Although I just find it easier personally.
Font.com is a website that we found that does fonts, every type of font. You've got decorative, typewriter, horror, so you've got loads of font types to choose from. It was quite good because it shows a preview. You can type in your sample text, and every single font it will show. So we type in anamnesis, and it will say anamnesis in every single font, so we can choose and pick what the ones we wanted. We then singled it down to, I think it was like 4 each. So we all singled it down to 4 each. So we all picked one, and then we chose which one we all liked, and then that's how we got our font.
This website we use is thesaurus.com. Basically, what we did to come up with our idea for our name is we took a basic theory of memory and all this sort of stuff, and we put it into the search bar, and we basically clicked from many different words and eventually came up with anamnesis. And this website's really good because it also gives you a definition, and the definition came up with different theories, like Plato's theory, which was all about memory and how it might be visions from a past life and things like that. It came up with a medical theory as well, so it gave us a lot of information for what we could do. It also allowed us to whittle down like other different words and stuff.
Okay, YouTube is a website that we use to upload our video. There was other websites like Vimeo. The upload had a faster upload. It was easier to upload because Vimeo you've got to make an account and go through the process, and it's much longer than YouTube. But we then had the fact that you can share the video to Twitter, Facebook, Google+, do your blogger, straight from the YouTube page. Anyone can use it. Anyone can view it, anyone can rate it, anyone can like it, comment, give feedback. You can, as I said before, you can send it straight to Facebook, everyone can comment on it and go straight to YouTube, which is much more compatible with other websites other than Vimeo. The main problem we had was the upload speed at each of one of our houses is really slow, so we couldn't upload high quality videos or a long video or multiple videos for that matter. So we could either wait and come to school and then upload it from here, or we had to upload it in short snippets, which was quite annoying and petty because you had to keep cutting it out.
Google was our main researching tool. It was obviously the most used worldwide search engine in the world. It was very easy to get around. All of the searches were spot on. We got everything we needed very quick, very easy. No problems at all.
We made a Facebook page for our film, just in ways to promote it really, just so that we could kind of make sure we got as many views as possible. And where it's an international website, social networking site, we already knew how to operate it because each one of us have already got Facebook. It was a good way, we've used it because it's a good way of getting feedback on things and good ways to keep everybody updated on how the production is going. Finally, it's given the final piece. We have used Facebook and Twitter, but the good thing with Facebook is that you can upload many pictures and videos and put it all into one place. So that's probably why it's better to use than Twitter and rather than YouTube, because it's more interactive. A con could be that less people are using Facebook now, but still it's a very, very popular site which a lot of people use. Okay, so we've also made a Twitter page for it, just so it's another marketing strategy. It is slightly different in the way that people use it because Twitter is growing rapidly and it is taking people from Facebook and using Twitter. So we thought Twitter page, that'd be quite a good way of getting more people and different types of people. The good thing with Twitter is that it's constant. You can always update all the time and no one thinks of anything about it. So that's a good way of making sure that everything's up to date, people can make feedbacks and if they enjoy something and they like it, then they can leave us a little comment or they can retweet it, and then that lets more people see it, Rather than with Facebook, just that one page. If you don't see that page, you don't see it. But with Twitter, if someone retweets, say someone retweets a video, then everyone who is following them will then see that video, which is better for like marketing it, and it will get more popularity.
Blogger.com is a website that we use to publish everything that we have done. It's to show our journey from when we first started, when we started planning, to our final thriller, and then onto our evaluations. It's quite good. It's just really pretty simple. New post, type what you want, insert a video. It's pretty. Anyone can use it. But the only problem is a new interface was brung out in April. It's come out towards the end of the month. But what it is, it's just made it so much more complicated, and you can't view your blog when you're writing a post. So it's kind of like screwed you can see it while you're doing it kind of look, but you can still edit it, but it's not really that much easier. But it's only really crashed once. We haven't lost any posts, so it's pretty much the best blog. We use Microsoft Office for our main basis. We use Microsoft Word, and all that is just a text document. It's just a new page, like a notepad, but a lot neater. You can edit the text any way you want it. The main thing we use it for was typing up our blog post into Word to make sure the spelling's fine, making it look nice. Then copying that into the new blog post. So we knew that it was all spell checked, and it just looks, you can edit it much better than in blog post, because blog post is just a blog, something like that. And Word is just a sheet and then the black background, so you know where the type's going.
We also used Microsoft Excel. We used the whole Office bundle, but we used Excel mainly for spreadsheets, helping us layer out what people were going to use, where we're going to go, etc. We used it, very quick, simple to use, but it was very handy. Everything was laid out perfect, and then we printed it off, and we had all of our things ready to go, so it was never a problem using it.
We then used Microsoft PowerPoint because we use that as because you could do blog post, but then we used PowerPoint because it was an actual slide, so it looked much better to have slide than just a block of writing. So we used backgrounds on every single one of our slides, and then we just put the one over the top. Of course, that looked much better than just writing. So I think Microsoft Office, we have used most of the programs.
Yeah.
So that's about it.